Hello students, today we are going to start a new series for class 11 or 12 students. It will be basically covering the Python programming language practicals. We will start with some simple practicals, and we will cover all the practicals that can be useful for class 11 12 students, either the subject informatic practices or the computer science students. So this video is beneficial for both the students. Okay, so let's get started. As you know, the today's practical is to find out the average average of marks of 5 subjects of a student. So we will first understand the programming logic. So let's suppose my student Mohit. Let's suppose Mohit is a student of class, let's suppose 12, and he have 5 subjects. Let's suppose one is English, second is, let's suppose, Hindi, third, let's suppose, he has chemistry, fourth, let's suppose, biology, and fifth, let's suppose, we have physics. And he have, let's suppose, 80 marks in English, 90 in Hindi, chemistry, let's suppose, 70, bio, let's suppose, 65, and physics, let's suppose, 72. Let's suppose these are the marks of the student. How can we calculate the average of these marks? What is the formula for calculating the average? Average is basically uh, calculated through total marks divided by number of subjects. So this is how we calculate the average of the marks. General average is also calculated total divided by number. Okay, so here the average marks will be calculated like this: 80 plus 90 plus 70 plus 65 plus 72. We will add those and we will divide it with 5. Whatever the average we will get, we will print this. So this is basically program that we want to write the business logic. Now how this program will work? Actually, in case of Python, what we will do, first of all, we need to take steps to build the program. The first step, we need to take the marks of 5 subjects from the user. Okay, then what we will do, we will calculate the average. After calculating the average, we will simply print the output. So this is how we will develop the program. One thing you should know, when we take the which method we use to take the input from the user, we generally take, let's suppose we want to get the input from the user, and then what method we use? Generally input method we use to take the input, enter the value of n, something like we do, and whatever we enter, user will enter, will be taken in this variable and this will be created as string. Let's suppose he have entered the value 5 and by default this particular value will be string. Input method always take the value as string. For that, now we know that if we want to add two numbers, then in Python if we add 5 plus 2, if these are string, then what will be the result? Result will be 52. But if it is integer, let's suppose this is 5 and this is 2, these are integer, then what will be the result? Result will be 7. Okay, so you should know the difference. If you are taking the input through the input method, then this method will return the inputted value as string. And if you want to calculate the average, which kind of value we need? We need the values as integer number. That's why for converting this into the integer, we will use the int method of Python to convert the result that is given by the input method. Enter the value of n. Okay, like this we need to write. So let me start building the logic here. Now first of all we will take the input of 5 numbers. So let's suppose I am creating 5 variables m1. I am taking integer, then I will write input, then we will write enter the marks of subject 1. Let's suppose there is subject 1 and we will take the marks of subject 1 into m1. Let's suppose marks of subject m2, integer, input, enter the marks of subject 2, like this. Then we will write m3, integer, input, enter the marks of subject 3. Then we will write m4, integer, input, enter the marks of subject 4. Then m5, integer, input, enter the marks of subject 5. This is, you will take the input of 5 subjects. Now what we will do, for calculating the average we need to find the total. Total equals to what we will do, total underscore marks equals to what we will do, m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4 plus m5. This is how you will calculate the total. Now to calculate the average marks, average underscore marks equals to what we will do, total underscore marks divided by how many numbers are there, how many number of subjects are there, 5. So we will divide by 5, then we will print the output, average marks of student is like this, avg underscore marks. Like this you can write. So this is how you can write the program uh, through the step-wise step. Now we will see how can we run this program in our Python editor. Okay. Now you see on the screen we have the spider editor for making the Python programs. So I have typed this Python program for you. So first of all, we have written like this, whatever we have discussed, we have written it. So this was the M1, we have taken the marks subject 1 marks, then we have the M2, we have taken the marks of subject 2, we have the M3, enter the marks of subject 3, we have the M4, enter the marks of subject 4, then we have the M5, enter the marks of subject 5. This is how we have taken the 5 subject marks. Then how can we calculate the average? Average calculation can be done by, we are totaling the marks of 5 subjects, then we are dividing it by 5. This is how we are calculated, and then we are simply printing average marks of student, then AVG marks variable we are printing here like this. So now you can execute this program by clicking on this run button. I am clicking this, clicking here, I need to enter the marks of subject 1. Let's suppose for marks of subject 1 is 10, then I am entering 10. Let's suppose 2, 25, 3, let's suppose 35, 4, let's suppose 40, 5, let's suppose 52. So the average of these marks is 32.6. This is how you can calculate the average marks. So this is how you can write your Python program for simple average marks calculation. Okay. I am going back to the slide. So I have given this code also here, so you can pause the video and copy this so that you can better note down and execute. This is how we have done our average marks calculation. Okay, thank you so much. Let's see you in next video.